Hi everybody, my name is Lance Mohr and I'm a real estate agent in Tampa, and let's go over crime reports real quick. I have what I feel is a really good searching site for crime on my website. I spent hours and hours and days looking at all of them out there to determine what was the best, and this is what I feel is the best. Let me just go right here to area information and click crime reports, and you're going to be taken to the website. Now, depending on how quick your internet speed is going to depend on how long it takes for this to load, because it could take a little bit of time. And what you need to do is, once it comes up right here, you just go down here and you see this accept. It's just a disclaimer. And then really neat, just tons of great information that you could get. You could enter an address in here and see everything that's coming up in the area. So you could zoom in and zoom out. So no, obviously you're going to see, areas down in South Tampa are going to have far more crime than maybe some suburb areas. So example, you could go to 33647, which is more in the suburbs, and you could go to that, and you're gonna see not that much crime, comparatively speaking, as if you go more in South Tampa, because it's a lot more condensed. But anyhow, and you could just set up different things. You could see different layers right here. Like, you hover over this right here, and you could see what you just click on it. You see what type of crime it is, where it was. It's a burglary, the date, the time, etc. So you could set a whole bunch of different parameters up on all this stuff right here. So you just go through, and you see it does take a little bit to load, but it's a fantastic website. And you could go in here and you could set up sex offenders and a whole bunch of stuff, and really just play around with it and look. You click on this right here and you say, okay, this is an auto burglary. Okay, over here, same thing, armed burglary. I mean, obviously it happens. You're gonna, it's a pretty big area. So we could zoom out a little bit, zoom out, and it will reload, and we can move, and we can see as we get more condensed, the more crime comes. I mean, that's just sort of normal. And you could really look, and depending on where you're going to be, but you could type in your address right here. So I really don't want to use anybody's address. But you could play around with it. You get the idea. You could play around with it and really set up and do different layers and see different stuff, and when the crime was, etc. But it's really neat. It's great site that you could do some searching on. And if you have any questions on anything, don't hesitate to give me a call and go to my website. Great information, tons of videos on my YouTube channel. If you go to my videos right here, I have video tips for home buyer tips, home seller tips, what CDD fees are and how they work, how Florida property and homestead laws work, how bank-owned sales work, how short sales work. I have market statistics. I really wish people would get their information for the market statistics, because if you're listening to the news, you're about 3 months behind the curve. There's all kinds of stuff, relocation tips, and right here you have school information. I've done videos on lifestyle search. That's a phenomenal type of search. You could do property searches, which is, the property search is really good, and I'll show you that real quick. But I also do webinars, so home buyer and home seller webinars right here, both of them 2 times a week. Both of them only about a half an hour. They go at a very fast pace, and you get a free gift, and it's not a junk gift. It's a very good one. This one, both of them, you get ebooks. I mean, this one's about 165 pages. This one's about 12, but very good information. The property search right here, if you go on that, the one thing that's really nice, this is going to save you just tons of time, because you could actually go in, instead of looking at all those other websites out there, realtor websites and Truly and Zillow and all that stuff that have all the homes, active homes for sale and active with the contract. This allows you to just look at active homes for sale. So you're not having to see all those homes that already have a contract, because those are generally the better ones out there because they're desirable and they already have a contract. So anyhow, just click on active. Do your search. You're not going to get all the other homes that are already contracted. All right. If you have any questions at all, my phone number's right here. Contact us right there. I hope this helps, and really play around with that crime report.